And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Gemini for December 2022, brought to you by the wonderful people at AskTheAnswer.com, the UK's leading website for tarot readers, psychics, mystics and channelers. Gemini, it does seem as if this month is going to be possibly the craziest time of the year for you. You start the month with the Sun and Mercury and Venus opposite you, so it does seem that for the first week of the month you're going to be very active in terms of dealing with the outside world and people at the one-to-one level. A number of you are under challenge, particularly those of you born at the end of Gemini, around the 19th, 20th, 21st of June. That's because Jupiter is at the very end of Pisces, squaring your Sun. And for those of you born at the end of Gemini, the first 3 weeks of this month may actually be full of overreaction, situations getting larger than life, mountains made out of molehills, over the top. It's what I call a storm in a teacup. So if you find that things are starting to really overly expand around you, just think of the words hype and spin, and you won't go too far wrong. But don't get caught up in other people's stuff. But the big one. On December the 8th, 9 minutes past 4 UK time, it is the once every year Gemini full moon. This is going to be affecting everybody in Gemini, but particularly those of you born around the 7th and the 8th of June. But it's not just the full moon. The full moon will be at 16 degrees 02 minutes of Gemini. At the same time, Mars in the sky, retrograde, will be at 16 degrees 08 of Gemini. So you will see the moon and Mars right next to each other, one above the other, in the sky. Should be quite spectacular. But it does suggest that particularly for Gemini, and particularly those people born around the 7th and 8th of June, but all of you, that full moon period, so the 6th to the 8th, is actually potentially very volatile, irritable, frustrated, impatient, accident prone, clumsy, and you could easily end up saying or doing something you later regret. So for all of you this month, especially around the full moon, it's not a time to be out there pushing yourself out there. It's a time to be staying beneath the radar screen and clearing the decks so that when the future comes in, it doesn't have to negotiate old baggage.